just play in the fast, exciting music style. They can also play very slow, beautiful music, which honestly, for a sixth grade group to be able to do that has been very impressive to watch and learn from. They've been pushing me to be a better teacher, and they sound amazing. So I hope you enjoy Farewell at Dawn. It features a couple of our sections, like the flutes, okay, and the trumpets. So enjoy Farewell at Dawn. All right, who remembers watching like really crazy B movies from the 50s, 60s, like Robot Smashers, all those things? Hopefully this song brings that memory back, okay? So this is one of their favorite tunes to perform, and I think you'll hear why we call it Mechanical Monsters. Please enjoy. have in front of you is the 7th and 8th grade combined band. This year we were so fortunate to be able to combine this group together, and that's really helped them play some cool music. And big shout out to the administration for allowing that to happen. Thank you, Norwood administration. Cool. So they're going to bring forward the movie theme just a couple more decades, and we're going to start out with some Star Wars. Please enjoy Star Wars. spoil the title for the next one, but if you're a movie, you might know it. So who knows the next one? I know you know.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
You're good. But what is it? It's a Black Pearl from what movie? Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, they were begging me to play some more movie stuff. So I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a ton of fun. We just got to tune the symphony one more time. All right, please enjoy the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean. Grade back so that we can reform our mega band from the Christmas concert. They get to play some even bigger, more music, so while that happens. All right, please join me in welcoming the Mega Band, which is our final ensemble for the night. They're going to start out with a piece they call Fire's Edge. Edge has been loving this piece all year. They're always begging me to play it every single day. So now it's maybe the final time. We'll see. Okay, Fire's Edge. Please enjoy. All right, before we go to the next song, just wanted to give my thanks to you guys as parents, and not only for just bringing this along, but also listening to them practice, being encouraging, supporting them, not only just emotionally, but also financially, because here in Anderson County, we're very fortunate to get the funding that we do to be able to provide opportunities. And no matter what school they're a part of, Norwood, Anderson County, all the schools get a range of opportunities. And that's because parents like you guys, the community that we have is really great. So thank you. If you have any ideas for fundraisers, let me know. We've tried a bunch of crazy ones. We almost did a magic one, didn't pan out. I think we've done maybe donuts once. So if you got good ideas or you're connected to businesses that can help support what we're doing, I would love to hear about that. They're almost done. 2 minutes in. So we're going to enjoy another ballad piece, slower. Okay, this is called The Gift. And it's based off of this little folk tune, Simple Gifts, if you're familiar with that. We're going to feature a couple of players, soloists from this one. They actually put themselves out there and auditioned against other people in the band, and they were selected to be featured individually. So please enjoy The Gift of Hope. got one more selection for you tonight. And it's going to be totally different vibe again. And this one is called Dark Fortress. And this is a really cool tune that we're actually going to be taking to Dollywood. Many of you guys know that you're sending your students there later in the semester. And they've been working hard to be a part of that group. This is more like a 6th or 8th grade song. So the 6th graders have been hard at work learning it. And they're doing great. I hope you guys enjoy it. They're going to have a ton of fun at Dollywood as well. So please enjoy. This will be our final selection.